Oh, my fingers froze. Oh.
Clear the way. Clear the way.
Okay, where am I? I go over here? In the area that's off the map? Okay. Ooh, that one's cool. Quest. Search for wife.
Yeah. Inek was. Whoa. 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 Não, Dio. نجاة نسيت تخويا
Tigere.
Whoa.
Really?
Hanechero.
What is that?
Whoa.
Oh, whoops. Oh, I can't click that. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over here.
Come on, what are you doing?
Whoa.
I will do my Hey! One down the who shoot! How to get to the others?
Over here.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, this thing's attacking me. Whoa. I'm gonna move. Nice. There we go. Well, hello.
Oh! Idiodin! And now we looking,
May the gods help me. I am coming for you, Aya.
out of the way!
What in the name of Horus are all these soldiers doing here? Serapis. The snake will get his answer. Whoa. How will I find
He has
Aya
some
among all
interesting ideas.
these endless scrolls?
Very radical. It's almost radical.
You're right about that. But can't he express them concisely?
Whoa.
Το γεγονός μωρή, ποή βαθιευμένο έστετε.
All right. Serapis. Now what? Where is Aya?
Ah, Serapis. I wrote a tragic comic pastoral epic centered on him.
Ah,
You're by, I guess. Aya's eager to see you.
she said.
Quickly, follow me.
Cerberus.
I am sorry, my good fellow. You appear to be drunk. This library is for serious scholars only. She is in hiding.
Who are you?
Ah, interested in Homeric verse, eh? This way, please. I am Aya's cousin, Phanos.
Ah, yes, Vanos. Nice to meet you in person. Tell me what is happening with Aya. Why are you being so discreet?
Gennadios sent his men on a house-to-house search. Often they drag people into the street and torture them for information. Typical of the system we live under.
Gennadios.
A monster. The Phylakitai of Alexandria. He is ravaging the city to find her.
And where is she now?
I have a very powerful friend, Apollodorus. No doubt you have heard of him.
I have not.
You will. In any case, he made a hiding place available to Aya after she ran into trouble.
But what happened? You do not answer me.
It is a mess of political intrigue. She will explain all, fear not.
Look! There's Phanos! He thinks he's a poet!
The modern Sophocles.
You must hear his epic poem, Ode to Nannicos.
This is as far as I go. The way to Aya is found in the monument ahead.
In the monument. Okay.
Right there. Have a little faith.
Never again should we spend months apart. We only have each other. Without him, what?
Let us be together. Us two. Each to each.
I have news.
You are scarred by justice.
I bludgeoned Medunamun with this.
I hate that we have to do these things. But I am grateful that you did.
If I am honest, I took pleasure in it. I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room. When he returned, I forced him to wear it. Then I thrust this knife through his eye slits.
Aya.
But I was careless. Another of the masked ones tracked me to my home. It was even more difficult.
We have one more. Then, we will be done.
Look at this. I took it from Actaeon. Apollodorus tells me it is a papyrus from the Royal Council, which means the snake is in Ptolemy's court.
How does this Apollodorus know these things?
He has informants everywhere, because of his work with Cleopatra.
But Cleopatra? She's been declared a criminal.
By her treacherous brother, yes. She plans to take back the throne. She wants the snake dead as much as we do. And she trusts me. She gave me this to slit his throat. It's an ancient blade that killed the tyrant Xerxes. A weapon of justice.
Ingenious. Ah. I will go to the palace and discover who uses the seal of the snake. And I will use this.
Sweet, got my hidden blade now.
You'll find plenty of information in the Royal Scribe's office. He spends his time at the bathhouse. Go search the palace while he's away.
And you?
I cannot leave here as long as Gennadios walks the streets. He is determined to kill me.
In addition to the snake, I will see what I can learn of this Gennadios and silence him.
Discover who the snake is and show him the face of death. I'll meet you at the Paneum when you have killed both the snake and Gennadios.
My heart aches until I see you again. What's this?
That leads to the docks. I can't believe Phanos had you go through the pit. As does mine, my love. Who is the snake?
I have yet to discover that.
The clue must be there in the palace. Search for the seal found upon the letter. It's too dangerous to leave this den as long as Gennadios and his men are searching for me.
Sweet, got my hidden blade. Oh, man. these guys? Oh, I am supposed to.
Penachte.
Bayek, what good fortune! I thought it would be years before we saw you again.
Hail in peace, Menahet. How is your family?
The children seem to grow larger by the minute. My wife and I have our hands full. And you? Is there any news of...
None.
I forget myself. There are so many things in your life best not spoken of. Forgive me.
I see by your garb that you have been promoted.
Ah, yes. The High Priest, in his grace, made me his second. And my rank is not the only thing he has changed. You must see the temple.
You will give me a tour?
Of course, of course. At the moment of your pleasure. Ready to see our beautiful temple?
After you, Menahet. Or is it servant of the goddess?
Menahet will do, for one as good as family.
This is far from the sorry ruin of my last visit.
Yamu now plays constant host to ceremonies showing our rustic way of life, which attract many visitors with more gold than sense.
A description well suited to Alexandrians. How does this sit with your faith?
I confess that my thoughts are sometimes uneasy.
Vanquished by a gang of ruffians, huh? Silent as kept.
Uncle Bayek! Uncle Bayek! Hello, Uncle.
Jewels of my life, why have you left your mother's side?
Pick me up, Uncle Bayek!
See now, there is no need to attack a man from behind. We're not numbering him 4-1. Huh?
You told us to secure every advantage possible over Attainer's foe.
Yes. And I am very dangerous! Hide well, for the wanderer stalks your path!
It's like cheating.
You found me. Your turn to hide.
Come away from there, Naila. You're getting in the priest's way. Keba, what in the name of the gods are you doing down there?
I wanted to hide, but now I can't get back out. I'm scared.
Stay calm. I will help you out of there.
Whoa.
No one lives in it.
This way. Through the tunnel.
Thank you, Uncle Fire.
Nyla, are you following me?
You might get lost without me. It's a big temple. Set fine. Jag sett här krävt you.
Your father wants you to go home.
Beast, you will meet your end at the hands of the mighty gladiator storm.
Doris, stay back!
And I prefer to stay with you. Are you going to sleep at our house again?
Asina, you must come down from here.
This would be a good place to watch the stars.
Only the priests are permitted here. You know that.
Yes, but I want to see...
Hush. Come down now. We can watch stars from the riverbank.
Are you going to sleep at our...
That's the last of the children. I will tell Menehet that the children are safe.
We're innocent. Look at this. Fraud abounds in your market. And you claim you can do nothing?
The dealings of the market are beyond me. Speak rather to the offending merchant.
Priest, you have proven as false as your mummies.
Menehet, your brood is delivered safely home.
Thank you, friend.
What did that fool want with you?
Some visitors, having purchased religious objects, are angry when our village has no more dead cats to sell them. Though not a merchant, I am often the means by which the aggrieved snuff their anger.
This matter needs a firm hand.
Thank the gods that this festival will soon be over. I hope you will find some answers in the market. The merchants have short tempers and may refuse to speak.
This looks like a child made it.
These cat mummies are false!
Greetings. I am...
You have come to the right place, Neb. We have everything you could possibly want.
What I want is to ask about false idols sold at the market.
I have heard rumors of such, but there is nothing to them. Now leave if you want to avoid trouble.
What do you need?
I won't pay 1 drachma for this.
These cat mummies are false!
You filthy naked Yadet. How dare you try to trick me into paying for this junk?
Why, there's nothing but straw
This
in
looks
here.
like a child made it.
My sister told me she bought a statuette from you and it broke.
You sold me an amulet of Hathor and
These
my
cat
wife got
mummies are
sick
false.
anyway.
Farewell.
Why, there's nothing
You
but
filthy
straw in
naked
here.
Yadet. How dare you try to trick me into paying for this junk?
Greetings, friend. All right, then. Good. On petine khoteb ma atfem petim ayukhim sinete جسر خدير نهز مسيت وعيشت. All right then. Goodbye.
إيريا هم عنجو.
This looks like a child made it.
Do you know anything of flawed mummies sold to tourists?
If you are not here to buy, I have no time for your questions.
Menehet, the priest, is concerned about the...
And I am concerned about my business. So keep your distance.
These cat mummies are false!
Have you seen my Book of the Dead in your travels, Medjay? I went all the way to Memphis to buy it.
No. How was it lost?
Bandits. They came from the dunes nearby. When their leader saw how I cared for the book, he wrenched it from me. I thought my heart would stop.
I can help. I do not fear them.
I have been praying for someone like you. That book will unite me with my wife's spirit.
There you are, Father. We are going home.
But this Medjay is helping me.
Oh, yes? You are going to find his book? If by some miracle you do, thank you.
Did you hear where the bandits meant to go?
Oh, The leader told the others to meet him at the necropolis.
This looks like
I
a
think.
child made it.
We live nearby.
I am not going home until I...
There's nothing but straw in here. The
You
book is
filthy
gone.
naked Yadet. How dare you try to trick me into paying for this junk?
Where do I go?
My sister told me she bought a statuette from
Who
me
do I
and
talk
it
to?
broke.
These cat mummies are false!
Tell me of the fake mummies being sold here.
I have no desire to be dragged into this.
Menehet sent me. Your silence is an insult to his holy office.
I wish to anger neither him nor the gods. We are forced to sell items of lesser quality, or see our stalls destroyed.
Who is behind this?
I can say no more now. Let us meet tonight, where the village turns to farmland.
Get out of the way! Hello, hello.
صايب يا جيف بتسيري مني حروف كتيبة انحرخو خيف بيت مع أمن مسف سنة فرب مست نحن
Whoa.
Okay, got a trophy.
Whoa.
Okay. Where are you going?
My friend, I am glad to see you have kept our appointment. Come, sit with me and share a drink of wine.
I do not have time for that.
It is a beautiful night. Let us enjoy the coolness of the air for a moment before turning to business.
Merchant, I am not here to take in the air. Who is behind the traffic of false icons?
Well, you see, it is no simple story. There are many involved in this terrible affair, but they would all tell you the same thing. Pity the trusting man, for he suffers great pain. Seek evil, and you will always find it.
Eat shit, Medjay scum! No one will find your body once we feed it to the crocodiles.
I cannot wait to see what your guts look like!
Sir!
A man who fights as well as you can perhaps afford to be trusting.
Talk, or you will meet the same fate as your friends.
That will not be necessary. Among the dunes, southeast of here, is the bandit camp where the fake mummies are made. I suppose you would go and destroy it now.
Better I smash the camp than your head. Destroying these forgeries will earn the favor of the gods. As Ra lives, what a disgrace.
همهمت بوي هي جادني
Oh.
Hey, wait!
guards here are vigilant.
These are cool.
Medjay have a duty to the gods. We must be strong and ready to fight. But we must only fight when it is just.
I'll practice hard, Papo. I want to be strong and hunt like you do.
You are already better with your weapons than many men. You will make a fine Medjay, son.
Like Mom says, may your victories multiply.
There it is.
The divine light.
Are you kidding me?